Salutations, daydreamers, stargazers. If you clicked on this video, that means, baby, you found my spaceship. I am Josephine, your favorite special auntie, quiet as it's kept. In honor of the beautiful women of color who've come before us humbly, I open my vessel. For all my first-time flyers, though, do me a favor. Kick your shoes off at the threshold, right? Drop any of your carry-on luggage, any insecurities you may have brought with you, right? Don't worry, though. I got a little spot you can drop your things off to, okay? TT's motto is very simple. When you come and kick it with me, I want you to take a load off, okay? Put it in a little cubby, but do not worry, do not fret. When it's time for you to go, everything got to go with you. All right. I'm here to lighten your load for a scuba time. I am not here to take on your burdens forever. You feel me? But I digress. If you've been here before, you already know everything go. All right, come on in. Either way, you are welcomed, right? Now, while everyone's getting settled in, let's do a bit of housekeeping. If you have not done so, click that notification bell, y'all. Click that notification bell so you can receive information on future flights, right? Also, like and comment below how TT is out here whipping this ship. This is all so that we can increase engagement, reach more people who are like us in need of a little R&R, a little rest and relaxation amongst the stars in my spaceship. Okay? It is what it is. It is what it is. Look, y'all, this is a journey, not a race. So I'm not here to clock you like that. But just for the analytics of it all, we are getting out there. Some of my videos are starting to get a little bit more watch time. I'm happy about it. So this is what I'm going to do. I live out here in Dallas, Texas, right? What I'm going to do is this. Once one of my videos hits 100 views, which some of them are getting close, once we hit the 100th mark, what I'm going to do is set up a paint and sip out here in a non-disclosed location, because there are a couple spots that I'm thinking about, but I have to like check out, I got to see what I got to do to get them. But I'm thinking of doing a paint and sip with your girl, a pop-up paint sip with your TT, okay, out here in Dallas Metroplex. So, which is soon, actually. I'm putting it out there, all right? We're making this announcement. It is coming. It is soon. So once one of these videos hit 100, I'm going to go ahead and I'll make the announcement, start planning the pop-up, and we're just going to do it like that. And for every milestone, I'll just have something that we do together. Because that's how I like to kick it anyway. I like to do stuff on a one-on-one basis. That makes me feel so good. In the new year, 2025, I decided that I was going to jumpstart some things that I've been letting fall to the wayside. I am an artist. I like to paint. I like to do all kind of art-based projects. So in 2025, I'll be setting up pop-up shops here in the Dallas Metroplex, possibly other locations further on later on in the year if we get a bit of traction. But y'all, I'm saying it to y'all so that I'm holding myself accountable for it, because I was supposed to be doing pop-ups this year. It was just a lot harder than I thought. So next year, here we go. I feel I've been a lot more consistent with you guys this year, but I can definitely kick it up a little bit. We can definitely have a little bit more fun. You know what I'm saying? Have a little bit more engagement. I'm thinking I'll start doing lives while I'm working on commission pieces. I'm finishing up. Next video for show is going to be a voiceover. I'm letting y'all know. Part 3 is a voiceover, because I have to finish glittering these shoes that I've been working on so I can give them back to their owner. Y'all, I've been holding these shoes hostage now. So I want to give them back to their owner, Okay. But I digress. With that being said, y'all, just a little bit of update for the year to come. I'm excited. I'm kicking it with y'all. Y'all kicking it with me. It's whatever. So with that being stated, y'all, let's go ahead and hop into our flight. Right? Now, if you have the chance to check our itinerary, you know we are headed to part 2 of our car series, y'all. What? We made it. Now, if you had the opportunity to check out our previous flight, which was part 1, and the flight before, which was the interlude, then it's kind of giving you a vibe of where we're headed, y'all. We are headed to a lot of introspection. We are headed to a time of introspection, a time of work and work and work and work. And y'all, I've been working. I got $2,500 that I need to pay back. So now we've entered into the era of work, work, don't stop. Yeah, work, work, don't stop. I am an adult. I swear it. I am indeed an adult. I digress. Let's hop into this video, right? So, after I got let go from my first job at the pizza joint, right? Mario's Pizza Pavilion Plaza Extravaganza. So, check. So, after I got injured down and my mom's love and affection started to wane because she was like, I know you got hurt and I know you only had a scoop of dollars on you, but you need to make sure you hit up Sonic right quick so you can get this job because you do have $2,500 that you need to, square away. Get to it, basically, in the most loving, caring way that a mother can be with a delinquent of a child, as I was. LOL. And don't get me wrong, I'm not hard on myself. I'm just saying this in retrospect. I wasn't a bad kid at all. Seeing how we are here with story times, just to let you know just how sticky it got at times. But I digress. So here we go. I was not happy about it, but I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna go up there and see what's up, right? Now, mind you, at this point in the game, at school or whatever, I'm letting them know, I got boinked up at Mario's Pizza Plaza Pavilion Emporium Extravaganza. My mama told me I gotta go up to the Sonic, blah, 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 blah. And they were like, okay, like, are you gonna be able to make money there? Like, how do they make money? And I'm like, I don't know. I'll find out. So it was just a lot of this. It was non-eventful. This whole little exchange at school was hella non-eventful. I am grounded. My homies are wanting to go places. There's games that I can't go to. And of course, some of my homies like Slick, from previous stories who was slicker than a can of oil. She would like invite me places and I'd be like, girl, I can't go nowhere. I'm grounded. And she would just open mouth cackle in the most openest mouth of a cackle that can be cackled, y'all. And I'd just be like, bro, chill out on me. And she was like, I still can't believe you got caught up, girl. All right, well, I'll see you later. Cackles down the hallway, type things. And as I mentioned before, I had like a crush on someone, right? And because I only was able to truly socialize at school, then, on like my off periods and, A day, B day, you got that one period that's off in its entirety. I would spend that time kicking it with my friends. And if I would not run up, that makes it sound like I was aggressive. If I ran into one of my interests at the time, we would chop it up. I'm the queen of the notes. In this point in my life, it's giving 9 to 5 energy. All right. I had to do my time, come home, get ready to do the chores of the house. Like, since I was grounded, especially out of work, I had to like pick up house chores expeditiously. You feel me? I'm the only girl in a sea of brothers. So I definitely mowed the lawn with the best of them. did the weed whacking, you know what I'm saying? Did the pruning of, bro, I was really out there lawn servicing it up. And if I really was on my game, I would have just went door to door and been like, hey, can I mow your lawn for you? High key, I would have been rolling the door, I think, way quicker than what I had going on. Because you see a girl pull up with a lawnmower and be like, hey, can I get your lawn front, back, and your sides? Sometimes I pity the lack of entrepreneurship that I have from time to time. Whew, when we start getting into this work series that will come after the car series, I'm certain of it. LOL, we start talking about these jobs for real, it gets sticky. It gets sticky, y'all. Your girl was wild. But anyway, I digress. So right now it's just a lot of monotony. I can't go nowhere. I can't do nothing. I can work. So this is like maybe the week leading up to me truly working, right? So it's just a whole bunch of, I was in my feels. I'm gonna be it all, the whole week bled together. I was in my feels about it because I'm like, dang, I can't believe I did all this. Now I gotta pay all this money back. And because of my timing, I'm missing out on everything. All of the dope stuff, all of the house parties, all of the functions, people popping up. There's like this little if you from where I'm from, you know what I'm talking about. There was this the old firehouse station in the burbs eventually got converted into like a little club setup. The kids used to be able to rent it out for a clubbing purposes up until somebody got shot, but whatever, we'll talk about that another time. So all these little things for kids are popping up, and I cannot go to any of them. Why? Because I'm grounded. Okay, so let's fast forward, right? First time I go to the Sonic, I think they were trying to be funny. They were like, since you a speed race, go ahead and go up there. Go ahead and go up there. It's not that far of a walk, and it wasn't, but it was definitely far enough of a walk. So where I lived at the time was on the outskirts of the burbs, leading on to like Podunk. I live in the burbs. The city behind us, or the town behind us, let's call it Podunk, because they were underdeveloped. Like, I don't know how else to describe it. There was no sidewalk. So when I leave my house, exit out of the neighborhood and walk on the side of the road, it's literally like the road and like this steep incline where the ditch is. So I'm walking on the line of the ditch up to look, I'm walking to the Sonic. Okay. So it takes me a smooth 30 minutes to get up there because I'm not far, but I'm not close. Okay. So I walk up to the Sonic. Okay. Maybe like 20 minutes, but still 20, 30 minutes when you're walking is all the same. Personal opinion, I'm walking is the consensus, y'all. I'm walking. But I digress. So I get up there, I'm lightly misted with sweat. I go in there and I'm like, hey, my name is Josephine. I have an interview at, let's say, 1, and it's like 12:50, right? I have an interview at 1 to speak to the manager so I can like have the interview. Boom. I walk in, and y'all, if you ever been to a Sonic, you know how it looks. It looks sketchy. There's not a Sonic that I've ever been to that does not look sketchy. Okay, so I pull up. It's about to be 1. It's like 12:50. I pull the door open. I walk in. I'm like, hey, doofy as hell. My name is Josephine. I have an interview with the manager. We're gonna name him Rex. Rex, the manager. You have to understand, I'm the only person of color who works here at the time, right? So it's me and a sea of melanated deficient individuals. That's all I'm gonna say. No tea, no shade. Okay. So I walk in, Rex is in the back doing something. Now let me describe Rex, because high key I thought he was interesting in a, like, not attractive but not ugly, but you know what I'm saying? I'm a kid, so when I'm looking at adults, I'm just kind of like, you funny looking, or oh, you kind of cute. Okay, I see you. If I was 10 years older type shit, just whatever teenage girls think about. It's not serious for me. I'm not about to do nothing with you, my boy. But I like to look. If anything, I like to look, right? So Rex, my manager, he is ex-military, right? He's ex-military. He's like tall, lean. He has like that hair that just kind of, it's like buzz cut, and it's a little longer at the top. So it's like buzzed on the sides and it's just kind of sticking out like this. You know how they used to wear their hair back then. So he's just sticking out. So every time he talked to me, just think of a super fly rooster. He's just, that hair did what it wanted, y'all. But it fit him. It fit him. It was buzz cut and just sat up there, just perched up. So anyway, so Rex, he's in the backs. He's in the backs. He's in the back. You know what it is? It just hit me. We work at a Sonic, but a lot of the employees that work there really look like they was on some Sons of Anarchy type vibes. That's all I'm gonna say. If you ever seen Sons of Anarchy, you know how they give it up. Imagine that with a blue vest on and a Sonic name tag. That's how they look back there. That was the vibe, the energy that was being had, right? Y'all ever been somewhere and you felt like something was going on, you just didn't know what? That's the vibe it was given at this Sonic, y'all. It felt like something else was going on, but I just didn't know what. Now, as an adult, I have my speculations. But back then I had no idea what the heck was going on. So, Rex, he come from the back. I think he had to fix something or change out the drinks or whatever. And he's kind of like bow legged. So he's tall, slender build, broad shoulders, bow legged with the hair just like this. And he got a big old box. And he come walking in there, strutting in there the way Texans do. And he's like, "Oh, what's up? What's up? Hey, come on in. Your name is, are you, how can I help you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I have an interview for one." He's like, "Oh, right, right. Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah. You're Josephine, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm Josephine." "Ah, dope. That's what's up. That's what's up. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. Okay. How old are you?" I'm 15. And that's another thing, y'all. Last time I had mentioned I was grappling with my age. Hey, hey, come in, come in. Let's clear something up real quick, all right? For the timeline's sake, last video I mentioned that I was about 14, which was not a lie, just wasn't the whole truth, right? Because my birthday's at the end of the year, I'm going to be that age until the absolute end of it all. So at the time of this video, I'm 15, right? In a previous flight, I mentioned that I was 14, which was not a lie, just wasn't the whole truth. I was actually 15, a fresh 15. When your birthday's at the end of the year, when you're trying to figure out like, okay, how old was I in this grade? For me, it's that next year because I started late type vibe. So, Rex and I, we have our interview. He fixes up the soda machine or whatever because, there's orders or whatnot. People gotta have a Coca-Cola and a Dr. Pepper, heavy ice, easy ice on the side, every time. Look, one thing I know, people don't mess with people in their drinks because they have to have them the way they have them. Splash vanilla, squeeze a lime, like y'all. Anyway. Some of these combinations were so wild. A Route 44 water with a splash of vanilla. I'm pretty sure it was fire, but whatever. I digress. So, he fixes up the machine and then he's like, all right, wiping his hands or whatever, like taking one look, wiping his hands. And he's like, okay, so Josephine, right? And I'm like, yeah. He was like, is this your first job? I was like, I mean, technically, I worked at a Sonic before last summer or this summer, whatever. And he's like, oh, okay, so you got a little experience. You know how to do this, you know how to do that. And I'm like, yeah, a little bit. So he's like, okay, cool. When can you start? And I'm like, tomorrow, basically. And mind you, this is like a Saturday. I'm like, well, I can start as soon as possible. And he's like, okay, how about this? How about you come in on Wednesday for a few hours so we can get you acclimated to the systems, blah, blah, blah. And then we'll start you officially on Saturday morning type vibes. You know, he said he wanted me to come in and get all my paperwork and stuff done, watch a video, so that I can officially start that weekend, that following weekend. And that's exactly what we do, y'all. Interview process came and went. I walk home. You know, I'm chopping up with my homies, letting them know I got a job as a working woman now. And then boom. So time flies. You know, they didn't gave me like the little clothes, a little name badge when I get there. You know, I got on my little work shoes. I pop up in there. And like I said, it always seemed like something was going on, and I just was right on the tail end of it, but whatever. So we get up in there, and then it just is. They're teaching me how to use the machines. They're teaching me how to do any updates to like shakes and stuff. Like, it's just a job. So time and time is going on, right? I had to make some coffee. It was necessary. Okay, so Cafe Bustelo every time, y'all. I rocks Bustelo every day. Okay. Ground espresso is the way to go. So if you ain't on that Bustelo, go ahead and get on that. Get you some of that. I prefer the bricks. I get a brick of espresso every time it's time to re-up. But anyway, this is not a paid advertisement for Bustelo. I just love them so much. I'm not gonna do too much on my time at Sonic, only because it was just a lot, y'all. I started working there, and like I said, it's about a 30-minute trek, 20 something minute trek there and back. And once I started working, if I did work evenings, my parents would come and get me. And then over time, because you know, I ended up having to work at Sonic for about a year, so I'm getting closer to 16, blah 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 blah. So the whole thing. So over the span of me working at this Sonic, my parents are allowing me to take the Burgundy Pontiac. Now, once I got the go to use the Burgundy Pontiac to drive up the street to the Sonic, y'all, it was over with. They messed up. They messed up big time letting me use that car, y'all. So, but I didn't do anything fugazi at this point. It wasn't until later on. But trust me. So all we need to know is I'm working at Sonic. And things are going well. Basically, I had to give my parents my check and some of my tips because I didn't know Sonic was a tipping establishment. But once I started working there, I realized it was. And even now to this day, if I go to a Sonic, I'm a tip because I know better now, right? So fast forward, I'm up here in this job, and one thing I will note is that I was a hard worker. Typically, any job I work, I'm a hard worker, but am I going to be on time? Doubt it. Doubt it. I'm thinking after this series, the car series, I'm going to do like a work series. And in the work series, I'll really dive deep on like the dynamics of these jobs. Just know that your girl was out here working to the point that my homegirl, Keisha, started working because we stayed in the same neighborhood. So if I wasn't kicking it with Keisha at her house, or us just doing whatever, gallivanting in the streets, once my parents started to loosen the restraints of my confinement. But that's a story for another day, right? I digress. Moving on. I'm working, I'm getting this money, and then eventually it gets to the point where I end up paying off what I owe, right? Oh no, the kids are up. Hold on real quick, y'all. I'm recording So, because like I said, I'm working here. But anyway, he was cool people. Ex-military, definitely would share stories of his time overseas. And let me tell you something. That man had demons for sure. What landed him after doing 2 tours at a Sonic as a manager, the world will never know. One thing I do note though, when I started working in the service industry, the people who work there, a lot of them have degrees. A lot of them have a life that was before them working in the industry. And those stories are wild. He used to tell me all kind of wild stuff, but that's a story for not another day. I don't want to go deep, but just know that it was wild. It was wild. But long story long, I'm working. I'm working. My homegirl, Keisha, ends up working there too. So we're working. And both of us are hard workers, whatever. So one time in particular, though, that I want to bring up is it was a busy day. This is it, and then we'll move on, right? It was a busy, busy day, y'all. Oh my gosh. It was less of us who was supposed to be working. So Keisha had done like the morning / midday shift and she had left. I'm coming in, she leaving, and she's like, it's a rough day. Basically, it's the energy. The thing about me, once I get the swing of things, it's nothing for me to pick up and do a little extra. So on this day in particular, it was crazy. It was a busy, busy day. I got 4 orders on my tray. We are understaffed. It is a hot day. Everybody want their insert sonic blast here, insert slush here, insert meal here. And like I said, this is around the time where people have salads, so insert salads here, right? On this day, right, they had the audacity. Now, if you are familiar with Sonic, the Sonic verse, some songs you go to, they may have skates on. Our location had the audacity to try and enforce us wearing skates our entire shift. I say nay, nay to that because, baby, I can barely walk on solid ground. You want me to put some wheels, strap some wheels on it? Like y'all already told y'all about what happened with my homegirl. Um, Look, if you've been here before, you've been to a couple flights previous, you already know me and skating are not cool like that. You know what I'm saying? And especially at this time, baby, I'm not about to be doing none of that. So everybody else is on their skates, wobbling to and fro, back and forth. And I'm like, yeah, no, I can't do that. I can't do that. So on this day in particular, right? Boom. It's busy. I got 4 orders in my hand. Rex and them is barking stuff back and forth because people are messing orders up. People are not getting their stuff. Every stall is packed. And if you know anything about Sonic, they got the ones that wrap around the store, like the actual building, and the ones around the perimeter. Every stall is filled. So I'm leaving out tray. Leaving out, tray in hand. I'm walking. Rex is yelling something at me. And I'm like, huh? What are you saying to me? If I'm not mistaken, I'm like 3 hours into the shift. We are tight up in this mug. So like I'm rushing, dumping orders, coming back in. So on this particular day, y'all, I got I got drinks. 4 orders worth of drinks and food and desserts. I got the trays in hand. Right when I'm about to come out, Rex is screaming something in my ear. I'm talking to him. I'm walking out, still facing him. I don't see the little order station right there. So I'm like, blah, blah, blah. Okay, Rex, I'll be back for the next order. And like, I turn around, boom, hit the dag nabbit ordering station, like full fledged. I have the tray in hand, it in my face. Ice cream, slushies, burgers, salads, Philly cheese fries. All of it is now on me, right? I am, 1, embarrassed, and 2, all this stuff got to be rung up. But when I hit, it's like everybody in the parking lot was like, ooh, at the y'all, do you know how embarrassing it is? Now, mind you, it's a Sonic, so people coming with their families. There's some cuties out there, like some people who I know but don't know, like that didn't know I worked here. And instead of being the fly girl, whatever, y'all. So all those orders, I had to scurry back in. Somebody in one of the cars felt so bad for me. He got out, helped me pick up the stuff. I'm talking about broken cups leaking out on the tray, dripping. I'm looking crazy. I go back in there soaked. And I still had like an hour and some change left. I'm soaked. They had to remake the orders. And then while they're remaking it, I am double time taking other orders. I'm busting out. That day in particular, your girl made bank. Okay, they felt bad for me. All the people whose orders I had to remake, they felt so bad for me. They gave me some cho-chos for my time, y'all. But anyway, so this is a type of vibe that's at the Sonic. I'm slowly chipping away at my money situation. It was a time. The moments like this happen. So if I'm not embarrassing myself, dropping people's food all over myself, I'm listening to war stories, trying to figure out where this mysterious sniffling is happening between members that work there. It seemed like everybody had a cold. You feel me? So I'm almost 16, I didn't paid off my debt to society. My parents are allowing me a little bit more wiggle room, whatever. So that's pretty much that when it came to me paying back what I owed, right? Now, during this time frame, some of my affluent friends, right? Some of my friends are starting to get their whips, they're getting cars, and they're 16. And I'm like, dang, I wish I could have a car type vibes, right? I'm using my parents, my dad, my stepdad's burgundy Pontiac. So fast forward, time goes on, and I end up going to driving school. So anyway, over time, with my grades being real decent, right? And my behavior being real solid, right? And me not getting in trouble, they finally released me of my shackles and I started kicking it with my friends again. After this time frame, my parents let me use the whip. I'm getting closer and closer to the time where I'm about to get my own. But this is after I ended up going to what is it called? Driver's ed. Oh, I ended up going to driver's ed, and that was a whole vibe. Nah, y'all know I always tell y'all I'm gonna give y'all a short story, and it ends up being like almost an hour long, right? Today, because my baby is on the verge of waking up. He is up, actually. I'm gonna have to.
One eternity later.
And just like that, it's a new year. Look, y'all, it took a lot to get to the rest of this recording. Let me fill y'all in on what's been happening, and then we'll finish up the story, okay? And if you notice, I'm going to be holding my camera today, and we'll get into why, okay? So after I took a pause to kick it with my kiddos, I ended up breaking the receiver to my microphone. So I had to order a new one. Took a couple of days to kind of like finish work, do this and that. The weekend came. I went to my niece's 16th birthday. It was just like a little celebration that she had. It was like a little party. It was a whole bunch of her little cousins were there, a lot of her friends from school or whatever. So it was like a legitimate sweet 16th birthday. Y'all. Now, you see the remnants of this little situation that I got on my lip, right? Y'all, why that day I noticed that it was like getting tender, and I'm like, oh, please don't let a pimple be for me. So all day it was just red, and I'm like, please, if you're gonna do something, don't do it tonight. Y'all, by the time that, I do my makeup, I see it's kind of puffy. I'm not tripping on it. By the time I get there, though, I just notice that it's getting more and more irritated, and I don't have nothing with me to pop it, because I'm a firm believer in not just messing with it. So I'm like, oh, it's getting more and more tender. Y'all, by the time I got to my niece's birthday party, her sweet 16, the circumference that you see, whitehead. I'm talking about, it was flaming. It reminded me of that pimple off of Osmosis Jones. Okay, because my baby was like, Mommy, don't pop it or Osmosis Jones gonna come out. And I'm like, dang, baby, don't do me like that. It's too late. I already did myself like this. So y'all, went the whole night and everyone's acting like they don't see it, but they saw it, right? I saw it. I felt it. They saw it. They were looking at it, not me. Like, it was a whole thing. But we made it through the night. Oh, but barely. Why? Because y'all, I had got these shoes from this little joint out here in Dallas called Shoe Deal. Now, if you out here in the Dallas Metroplex, you know a little something about Shoe Deal. Shoe Deal is like super dope. They have like the latest fashions and shoes, but best believe your feet are not protected. Okay, so I bought these really cute boots from Shoe Deal, and I didn't think anything of it. Like, it had a chunky platform. It was originally a blue jean boot. Look, hear me out. All right, I didn't like the blue jean, so I was just gonna dye the blue jean black and make it a black blue jean belt, black blue jean boot, whatever. So I ended up painting them black or whatever. So I'm wearing these boots with like a little outfit. You know, it's giving like retro chic, like an Afro retro punk vibe, right? But hear me out. I did not take pictures because I had this crater on my face. So not only is my face being accosted, my feet are being accosted too. So it's like a head to toe affront on my life, y'all. Like, I swear. And when we were coming up to the facility, y'all, we came to the back at like the wreck or whatever, you know? So we parked on the back of the street. It had rained recently, so we're trekking through the mud, and I got these combat boots on that are hurting my feet. So by the time we get up there, I have a crater on my face, huge clumps of mud and leaves and dirt caked on the bottom of my boots that are hurting my feet. And it was just awkward. It was just a lot, right? So fast forward, after that function, I get sick. No, that, and we went somewhere else. And in between there and that, I got sick. So like, I'm just coming out of, recovering from feeling ill. And last night, I threw my back out, y'all. And that is why I'm holding the camera right now. I threw my back out something vicious, y'all. So right now I'm sitting in my chair. But if you see me kind of lean and like right now, just know it's because I threw my back out, y'all. And I wanted to finish this video, and I don't know how long it's going to take to recover. So look, you're going to have to see me as is. I kind of put some mascara and some lip gloss on just to call it an attempt. But y'all, we just got to do what we do for today, okay? Because I fear that if I wait any more longer, I'm going to have another accident of sorts. Y'all, I'm so clumsy. I hate it about myself, but it leads to so many story times. So that is why it's taking me a while, y'all. I hobbled to my little spot, and here we are. Okay, here we are. So anyway, picking up where we left off in the story time. By the time that I finished getting off of punishment, it was time for me to start doing like driver's ed, because at this point I'm on the verge of 17. They're letting me drive the car. I'm not getting it. There we go. Let me try and lean back. I'm so sorry, y'all. Oh, man. Okay, I kind of have something behind my back. So I have like a little pillow. So maybe this will work. We're going to try this angle, right? And we're going to make this story quick. So they had given me permission to use the Burgundy Pontiac for specific Pacific. Hold on, y'all. Let me adjust. I'll be right back. Oh my goodness. If y'all saw what I just went through to reposition myself in this chair. Oh my gosh. Okay, so bear with me, y'all. I'm trying to get through it. If y'all just see me slinking into this chair, is because my. Okay, so here we go. All right, so my parents, once I paid my debt to society, they gave me the green light to use the Burgundy Pontiac for school events, to pick up groceries, and to go to work. I was so cool with that. And they decided to put me in driver's ed. Or better yet, let me be real about it. They told me I could pay for driver's ed because I had money now. And since I have money now, I could pay for driver's ed. And that's exactly what I did, y'all. And this is quick, and then we'll be out of here, y'all, because my back is palpitating right now. It's almost time for some more ibuprofen. But anyway, so I'm giddy because at the time you could take the classes in this little shopping plaza that was like not far from the school, if not in the same little plaza that the Blockbuster used to be on. And Blockbuster was still open at this time, but like barely. It was about to close, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, I think it was in the same plaza. But anyway, so I am giddy. I can't remember how long the program was altogether, but I know I had to come up there a couple times, get my driving permit. So we get there. First day, it was like interesting, right? Like it was me and a whole bunch of like bros. You know what I'm saying? Like it was me and a whole bunch of bros, right? The driving course came and went. Like I did really well, but I wanted to note my driving instructor. My driving instructor was hilarious. It was this middle-aged white dude who wore Hawaiian shirts and cargo jeans, and he looked like he had some in that water bottle. I'm gonna just say that. You feel me? That's the energy he had. He was super dope. So when we were learning how to drive, you know, it's you and like one, depending on how big the class is you and maybe one or two people that are going to be riding along with the instructor. So it was me and two other people in the car on like the final. Like, you know, took the test. You know, they showed us all the horrible videos of all of the slain teen drivers, you know, brain out of the skull, which I understand. It is definitely necessary, right? Because especially out here in Dallas, people be dying on that highway. 635, 75, 35, 635 again, you know what I'm saying? 20, 67, you feel me? George Bush. But people be dying on these highways, okay, either due to terrible driving practices or because of road rage. But we ain't got to talk about that. That's not something we got to talk about. But, you know, I didn't care. I was just ready to get that permit. You feel me? So on the day of my driving test, it's me and two bras in the back, right? And they go first. I was like, you know, I'm chilling. I'll go last. Because the way that he would go, he would take different routes. And I kind of peeped how he moved, right? I kind of peeped the journeys we were taking. So I'm like, yeah, I'm going to go last because we're going to go north. We're going to go north. I'm saying with the first two bras, he kind of kept them close to base, so to speak. Had him jump on the highway kind of close to the school and jump right off on the next intersection. But when I got behind the wheel, because he's been checking my stilo right now, mind you, since I've gotten my driver's license, I have definitely had many of accidents and have had and lost plenty of cars. So I'm not even saying this like I'm just out here Tokyo Drift. Let's give my driving instructor name. We're gonna call him Mr. Dave. Mr. Dave. This is so befitting of him. So Mr. Dave, when I tell you, with the first two, he was very cautious with him, like, okay, all right, whoa, make sure you put your blinker on, because they're like super distracted. But when I got behind the wheel, we pulled back up to the school, because after each route, we would go back up to the school. Now, mind you, I'm a hardened criminal right now. I'm back. I'm sorry. When it was my turn, finally, he was like, Josephine? And I'm like, Mr. Dave? He was like, which way do you want to go? Now, mind you, he asked that with the other two, and they want to just go straight highway and come back. Not I, said the Josephine. He was like, which way you want to go? I said, I'm going to go that way. They all went towards the highway. I want to go that way. So we hit the back road. The back road turned into a highway. The highway turned into a whole nother, city. We are in the throes. And because I was, comfortable enough, he had me going, down this bridge, around the corner. We hopped onto this little highway. We went, we exited, took this little roundabout. We had a grand old time. He said, when you go in your turns, you want to make sure that you don't hit the brake or hit the gas, kind of drift into them. And that's what we were doing, okay? And then when it come time for a curb, we slow down right before the curb, and then we just ride it out. We was Mario Kart up in that mug. So everyone else did 15-minute drives or whatever. Me, it was a smooth 20-25 by the time we got back. And we're just laughing and stuff. So I got my permit. I was so happy about it. And then when I turned 18, I ended up getting my driver's license. And like a promise kept, after that, you feel me, I ended up getting my first car. And what we'll do is in the next episode, we're going to be introduced to a couple new people. I'm going to say it like that. When I tell y'all I am so uncomfortable right now, I really do mean it, okay? I really do mean it. I have an ibuprofen and a heat pad with my name on it. It wasn't ready, but it's ready now. TMI. Or not enough TMI. I don't know. Let me know. But before we head out, y'all, I want to take this time to shout out all my crew side members. What's up, y'all? What's happening? Look, I didn't forget about y'all. I did notice a couple of y'all sneaking on up in. Welcome to the ship, baby. Welcome. And as always, to all my crew side steppers, my crew side cuties. Look, I'm just here to provide a vibe. That's it, that's all. And because it was just taking me too long to come back to y'all, I am hobbling around, baby. But I'm doing it for y'all. No, I'm just kidding. Let me not try and gaslight y'all real quick. Not TT gaslighting y'all. I'm so sorry. It's the pain, I swear. I'm not trying to come at y'all like that. But seriously, I really do appreciate all of y'all who come and kick it with your girl time and time again. I've said it once, I'll say it 1,000 bajillion, a bajillion times. Alright? I am here to provide you with a vibe. I am not here to force you to do anything. So for those of you who come and kick it with your TT time and time again, I really do appreciate it. I really do. Thank you. Because you could be anywhere in this world. You could be doing anything with your time. Because your time is a finite resource. And you choose to spend it with me. And I am honored, truly. With that being said, y'all, I think I'm going to go rub myself down. And I'm going to take it easy. Okay. So one more thing before I go, y'all. Take care of yourselves. This year, I've decided that I'm going to have to switch up some things because this is like my third or fourth time throwing my back out. Okay. Now, I do definitely believe it has something to do with the epidurals because I've had two. Okay. And ever since then, my back has been out of it. But I feel like because I'm in my 30s now, it's just time to help accommodate some of these body infractions. You feel me? I don't know, y'all. But I do want to say, take care of yourselves. I might record like some of the switching diets that we've been making or workout. But I don't know. I don't know what's to come, honestly. But I do know that we're going to spend a lot of time together. Okay. I do really appreciate you guys. Honestly and truly, I really do appreciate you guys. So just keep that in mind, y'all. Just take care of yourselves. Drink water. Get your stretches in. Add a little bit more vegetable to that plate. Take a little bread off. I don't know what you need to do, but take your vitamins. I don't know. But whatever it is, if you feel it coming on, do a little bit. Also, I don't know if you noticed or not, but I have been glittered. So in the next video, y'all, I have this pair of shoes that I am working on right now has been a challenge. Hence the glitter all on me that I thought I got off. Whatever. So anyway, I digress. With that being said, y'all, thank you for coming and kicking it with your TT. The next video is going to be a voiceover, so I won't have to strain so much. But I will be back with another video. I truly, truly appreciate all of you. If you catch the vibe, feel comfortable with your TT, just tap the notification bell. Like and comment below how TT is out here within this ship. Either way, I really do appreciate all of y'all. I do gotta go now. I'm starting to palpitate again. Bye, y'all.
I am sorry, my mentor. I have failed you.